So it is 2026 and I've been carrying the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, a phone that came out 9 years ago. In a world of giant frames and massive camera bumps, holding this 170 grams feels illegal. It is too light, it is too sleek. The question is, does the DNA of the Infinity display still hold up today? Or the Snapdragon 835 is finally ready to retire? I'm upshook. Well, this is the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus nearly a decade later. First, let's talk about design. This phone is extremely light, and with the melting edge display, the Infinity display, this glass sandwich is very light compared to its older brother S26 Ultra that over 200 grams. And this feels like a toy in comparison, but in a good way. And it is actually fits in one hand, if you have a big hand like mine. And this was the phone that killed the forehead and chin. And it is still look modern even 9 years later. But with a single camera in the back and a fingerprint that's so hard to unlock with without smashing the camera glass. But anyway, what about the display? It is a Super AMOLED QHD panel, a resolution that's sharper than many mid-range LCDs today. But in a world of 120 Hz, his 60 Hz display feels so choppy when you're scrolling through social media and opening and closing apps. Like there is no animation at all. It is like looking at a flip books compared to move. And the brightness, it is over 100 nits under the sun, which is very visible outdoor. Remember when we only had one camera? This is a 12 megapixel camera with stabilization, but not like the modern AI stabilization we are used to today. And in a world of 8K video recording, this can only do 4K at 30 fps, but it's still useful for quick TikTok videos and reels. But shout out to the front with a dual camera, 8 megapixel wide and 2 megapixel night vision camera just for the iris scanner. Weird, but cool. This phone misses a lot. And now let's talk about what we miss. Remember this? It is a pro feature now that used to be standard. Next to it, the first USB-C on a S phone that Samsung introduced the desktop experience with it, just by plugging any display to your phone. And the iris scanner, it was cool, but slow. And Samsung, instead of developing it to be the Face ID of Android, gave up on it early. And the separate Bixby button that everyone accidentally press instead of the volume button. Samsung's never change. And the under display home button that you can adjust the amount of pressure needed to press it. But anyway, what about the performance? Under the hood we are looking at the Snapdragon 835 with Mali G71, and it is only 4GB of RAM, and this what makes this smartphone struggle in 2026. And the biggest downside of this smartphone is software. It came out with Android 7, upgradable to Android 9 Pie with the original One UI, which means no feature update. But surprisingly, I received the security update last week. And by using Android 9 in 2026, it is like stepping back in a museum. No modern privacy toggle, no native AI integration, just pure old school Samsung software. But anyway, what about the battery? It is only 3500 mAh battery, and after 9 years of using it, the battery becomes so tired. I'm getting around 3 hours of screen time before I'm hunting for a charger. And it has fast wired charging up to 15 watt and 5 watt wireless charging. Yes, it supports wireless charging, but no reverse wireless charging. But overall, the smartphone looks beautiful, has a lot of features that we miss, and also misses a lot of features. But as a design icon, it's still 10 out of 10. Look, at the end of the day, you aren't gonna daily drive this in 2026 with the 4GB of RAM that struggle with modern apps and the 3005 mAh battery that basically one life support. But you have to respect it. This is the phone that killed the chin and the forehead, and it gives us the curved glass aesthetic that Samsung used for years. It is a hell of a farm. But what do you guys think? Do you miss the era of Samsung design, or are you happy with your big flat ultra display? Let me know in the comment. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.